Welcome to Kitch at Home! Like most good ideas, this one wasn't meant to be a series either. But alas, there was so much more to say about nothing at all. Good news for Andy. No, I mean, it's good news, we decided to use him in a series. It's not for... Well, I'm just digging myself into Warhol. And so are these guys.
Attention, all personnel. Due to the extreme wind chill, the Rites of Spring bingo tournament will be canceled until further notice. You will be issued one extra blanket each for the cold nights to come. Sharing is not permitted. That is all.
Hey, what are you doing reading a Batman comic book? The Penguin Affair? What? They took all the racy stuff out of Home and Garden. Morning, Frank. Wouldn't you like to know? And what has us in such a sunny mood? Were you out picking tulips? In this weather? At this rate, we'll be lucky if there isn't a hailstorm on Easter. Sirs? Yes? Oh, not you, sirs. Them, sirs. Colonel Blake would like to see you in his office right away. Cover your eyes. It started snowing again. Radar, did you send for Pierce and McIntyre? Here they are, sir. Thanks, Radar. What's the emergency, Henry? Oh, did I make it sound like an emergency? Your hands are shaking. Yeah, what's the matter, Henry? Didn't you have your morning glass of fresh squeezed bourbon? You know I don't drink in the morning unless I have to. Now listen, someone's going to be arriving here in a few hours. He's an artist who was hired to document our times here and hopefully turn one of his snapshots into a commemorative painting. Seeing as the spring thaw hasn't set in yet, I gave the go-ahead on this. I thought maybe an artist might add a little color around here, liven the place up. Yeah, I just hate it when the war gets shabby, don't you? So what's the big deal, Henry? Oh, there's a slight cramp in the plans. Apparently Mr. Warhol doesn't, care for hospitals. Well, I'm not too crazy about them either. But in cases of extreme dying, they seem to come in handy. It's nothing personal, Pierce. Well, actually it is. His father died in a hospital. Well, no offense, Henry, but that's not exactly unusual. Well, apparently the old man was convinced that if he went into a hospital, he'd never come out again. He said it over and over until one day came true. I know it sounds a bit superstitious, but that's what you get from a Carpatho-Russan upbringing. Yeah, I hear they don't even count their sheep after midnight. Mr. Warhol just needs help keeping his nerves under control. He's painting a portrait of our lives here as a personal favor to the U.S. Army, and I'd like us to try and make this stay as comfortable as possible. So what's our job, Henry? Following him around camp, shoveling up all the salt he throws over his shoulder? Just keep an eye on him and no wisecracks. He's known as the most popular shy person you'll ever meet and not talk to. You know, he once tried to have a robot version of himself go in his place to formal events. The project never took off the ground. Oh, well, if you're looking for a flying robot, why don't you try throwing a wig on that? I would like to know why I wasn't informed about Mr. Warhol's visit. Well, due to his bad case of nosocomophobia, he needs to be handled with gentle precision. Yeah, Frank. This isn't one of your surgeries. Careful, Frank. Warhol might take a snapshot of you without your oak leaves. Oh, go peel a grape. I wouldn't do that in front of him either. He's here! Holy smoke. Do I look all right? Why don't you try painting yourself in primary colors and outlining your face in blue? Radar, go do that and I'll greet him at the chopper. Right, sir. No, we're not going to make him nervous at all. Klinger, what in blazes are you doing? Why are you dressed to the nines in the middle of the day? I have it all figured out, sir. If I could only acquire an official Andy Warhol portrait of me in this glamour gown, I'd be out for sure. If Andy did a portrait of you like that, he'd be out for sure. Of the art world. Oh, Mr. Warhol, glad you made it. What do you mean made it? Oh, well, where you flew over, with the snipers and all. Henry. Not that they would open fire on you, certainly. I think this is their day off. Pierce, what day is it? March. Is it March already? Well, that's our day off. Just come right down here. Well, this is it. Our little home away from the real one. You'll be sharing a tent with Pierce and McIntyre here. Just call him Hawkeye. Yeah, just call me Hawkeye, too. Him you can call Trapper. Now, let's not confuse him. The man's an artist, Henry, not a head wound victim. I think he can handle a little exchange of names. Nice to meet you. You can call me Andy. Oh, this is great. Your compound is so photogenic. Yes, it's a beautiful use of khaki green, isn't it? Well, I'll just leave you to it. If you need anything, I'll be in my office. Is it time for your nap already, Henry? Pierce. Well, see you around the war. Before you ask, he's always like that. Now about this painting of yours. I want to make sure you capture us at our absolute best. So, don't go in the mess tent for any reason, especially food. And I'll personally see to putting Major Frank Burns in an Army-issue cardboard box and sending him to the other side for a while. Yeah, okay. Is this your tent here? The swamp. What a great name. Hey, steady there. Are you alright? Yeah, sure. Either your knees are buckling or you're trying to sit down in an invisible chair. Let's get him inside. It's nothing, just a little stomach pain. Oh, this is just great. He hasn't even tried the food yet. How are you feeling, champ? Yeah, on a scale of 1 to lousy. 1.5? Well, at least he's honest. So tell us, is there a sweetheart waiting for you back home? Here, I have a picture. They're not waiting, though. This is them? Wow, what do they have to say home and fill in for the strong man at the circus? Yeah, well, he's 10 times your size. He's 10 times that. What do you mean he's not waiting for you? He must be seeing Barnum and Bailey behind his back. Something like that. What are you three looking at? Frank, what are you doing back here? Yeah, did you forget your bamboo shoots? Oh, what's this? It's a picture of a strongman. A Warhol strongman. Yeah, that's his sweetheart. Strongman, sweetheart. What? Why, you certainly are, Frank. I am not. Oh, that's right, we don't know what you are. But he shouldn't be allowed in here. He said, Frank, if you finish that sentence, I'll melt your tongue into a 9-iron. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. I've never denied a warning. Now, threat's another matter. Well, then, Buster, you can just consider it a threat. I'll trade you 2 threats for 1's turn talking to. No, snails. Before you ask, he's always like that, too. Oh, Klinger, do you happen to know where Hawkeye is? He promised he'd look over this week's sermon. I don't feel I'm getting all I can out of it. Oh, yeah, sure, Father. I think he's in his tent. Listen, Father, can I ask you a question? Of course. Do you like the pink heels with the pattern better, or the plain red? The red. They're less busy. Thank you, Father. Oh, dear. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to. I thought Hawkeye might be in here. Forgive me. Hawkeye, can I speak with you for a moment? Sure, Father. What's up? Oh, right, the sermon. I completely forgot. Oh, no, there's something else I think you need to know. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. May I escort you to dinner? Actually, it would give me a chance to talk about the painting with you. I was thinking the best way to present the camp as a whole would be to do a portrait of me with some of my nurses. You see, the woman's influence on the wall. Oh, only I don't look good in orange. I see. Do you think you could exclude that color? You found him first. Beat it, Frank. We were just discussing the painting he was going to do with us. Oh, your painting. Funny, I didn't see his lips moving. Frank. Well, I have ideas too, you know. Does your idea have anything to do with that ridiculous rifle you're holding? What, this? Yes, that. Well, I just thought it would make the picture look more army-ish. Army-ish, Frank? Well, look, Mr. Warhol, good to see you. Well, listen, I had a quick question. Since I'm going with the red heels, do you think the red lipstick would be, too showy? Now, give me your honest opinion here. I've heard somewhere that you shop very easily. Well, that you enjoy it, but I wouldn't want to do, anything too forward. He's going to paint my portrait. Now, just a minute, just see here, Margaret. Hey, he's not, he's going to paint mine. Oh, Mr. Warhol's coming with me. He is not, he's coming with me. Don't be silly, he's coming with me. You're all wrong, he's coming with me. Shall we? Well, I don't mean to be crass, but the father told me your belly button's not where it's supposed to be. You've got to watch when you change for dinner around here. Just ask Hot Lips. As a matter of fact, he says you've got so many surgical scars he couldn't tell your stomach from your chest. You want to tell me what happened? You can write it down. You can nod. You can throw a bedpan, anything. I was shot. On your way over here? No, before, a long time ago. Someone wanted me to produce their play, and well, I didn't. Now, I don't know much about showbiz, but around here we call that being a sore loser. Actually, she was on her way to kill somebody else. Well, there's a lot of that going around here, too. I'm just going to lift your shirt here and take a look. You say you've been having stomach pains? Around here? Oh, excuse me. I'll leave you two alone. Trap, get in here and shut the door. Gee, what chop shop did you just come from? I sure hope they rotated your tires free of charge. He was stitched up after being shot several years ago. By the look of this handiwork, I'd say they did it in exactly that order. I think one of his organs is infected. Trap, go see if you can dig up his medical records. Right. Say, listen, I just wanted to apologize for earlier. Oh, perfect. Frank, will you get in here and shut the door? Sorry about all this. You okay? I feel a little queasy. Well, Frank has that effect on people. Just what is going on here? I'm giving him an impromptu physical. He has old injuries from a bullet wound. And before you say anything else, let's keep in mind that I'm a doctor. And if I'm a pervert, that makes you a pervert. Now, I never thought I'd say this, but Andy, lift up your shirt so we can get Frank's medical opinion. One little bullet did all that? Ladies and gentlemen, you've just been listening to Albert Schweitzer in the operating theater. Well, I don't think insults are necessary. It's just shocking, that's all. I had no idea all that was under his clothing. Oh, and what did you think was under his clothing? Wait. He's gone. That's just great. You scared him off with your inconceivable charm and humorless wit. Well, it's not my fault, Buster. Colonel Blake said he was skittish. Do you realize I have to operate on that man? I have to take out a possibly gangrenous gallbladder, and surgery like that isn't going to be easy. Especially when he's in here.